Hey everybody, Jonathan Mayer here, and I'm back with another Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing. This is for the month of August 2021, and as reference, today is August 24th, which just also happens to be my birthday. So it was kind of cool the way this worked out. I knew it was possible that the crate would come around this time, because this is the time it comes every month. But I also got two other packages from Pro Wrestling Tees with some micro brawlers in them. So I'm going to get to those as well. But the reason that you're probably here is to see the Pro Wrestling Crate. If you have watched my videos before, thank you. If you haven't watched them before, thanks for watching this one. I'd love if you subscribe to my channel and continue to watch my videos in the future. There are going to be AEW only crates as well, done quarterly, coming up here before too long, and I'm also going to get those. So you'll see those as well. But in this box every month, you know, for around $30 plus shipping, maybe a couple extra dollars if you have a bigger size. So yeah, about $40 total for me. You're going to get this box, and every month it's going to have two T-shirts in it. It's going to have a micro brawler. It's going to have a lapel pin and an autograph. We know we're always going to receive those things, and then typically you're going to get a couple other items as well. And Pro Wrestling Tees does give you a heads up of who's going to be in the crate, but usually you don't know which item is going to be, you know, which wrestler. Now I say usually because sometimes they do leak, you know, one of the items, which is the case this month. But for this month, I'm going to look at this card that they sent us last month to see who we expect in this box. So in this box, we're going to receive something from Jon Moxley, and we do know the T-shirt's him. That's what they said, that there was going to be a unique Jon Moxley T-shirt. All of these things are unique. You can only find them in the box. But we know we're going to get a Jon Moxley T-shirt. We're going to have something from the Nasty Boys, something from Brian Myers, Lex Luger, Lanny Poffo, Brutus Beefcake, and a special critical botch item featuring Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Leva Bates, Brandon Cutler, and more. So I'm really interested on what that might be. But also, and with these things, when you get the micro brawler and the lapel pin, there's a chance at a chase each month. So I've already pre-cut the tape here. I haven't looked at this. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, the first thing I see is the card. Now, that's going to give us spoilers on one side. I'm not going to look at it, and it will tell us who's going to be in next month's box. If I remember, I will circle back to that at the end. So first thing I'm going to do is grab the first shirt. It's a nice soft shirt. You know, Pro Wrestling Tees is known for those soft style shirts. And this is our Jon Moxley shirt. Purveyor of Violence. Now, I probably shouldn't wear this one to work, but it's got his face on it there. Pretty bloody. So a little gory, but hey, Halloween's coming up soon, you know. Maybe wear it then, and I'll just wear it anywhere, but maybe not to work on that one. Next up, we have a red shirt, which you don't see that very often. So, nice, again, nice soft one. It says, okay, it says The Genius, Lanny Poffo. So Lanny Poffo, as most of us probably know, is Macho Man's brother. He had a gimmick in the WWF back in the day where he was the Genius. He used to come out and read poems and throw frisbees out to the crowd. So that one is not a real obvious, like if you wear that, it's not super obvious that it's a wrestling shirt until you read the name on it. So that's cool. Next up here, I'm going to grab the micro brawler. Now we had a good idea just looking at the names that maybe it was going to be Lex Luger. And it is. It is a non-chase version, but it's the USA Lex Luger. The Lex Express. So that's a really cool one. Lex Luger. Next here, we have, okay, I said Lanny Poffo liked to have those poems. Well, here it says Pro Wrestling Tees, and it's a Lanny Poffo poem. And I'm going to read it to you, probably not as well as he would, but a poem by Lanny Poffo. The genius knows Pro Wrestling Tees is seldom just shooting the breeze. They're taking the locks off their mystery box unless someone misplaces the keys. And then I don't know if that's a real autograph or not there, but it says Lanny Poffo. So that's neat. Next up, we have an item here that looks a little strange. Okay, it says Brutus the Barber on there. You can't really see it. I'm going to take it out of this plastic. Brutus Beefcake Grooming Kit. So, I'm guessing you're probably going to have a nail file or something. Yeah. So that's actually really nice. I'll stick that in my travel bag. We travel all the time. So I always am digging into my wife's goodies. Now I've got my own. I got my own Brutus the Barber Beefcake Grooming Kit. You could have one too if you got this crate. So next up we have our lapel pin. I can tell from the back of it that there's two pins holding it in. Oh, that is cool. So we have the Nasty Boys sags and knobs here. It's two separate pins with their faces. I actually got a chance to meet them a couple years ago at the baseball trade show. They were there because they were with the Legends of Wrestling. I think they put on some things at minor league stadiums. So we were both vendors at the same show, and I got to talk to them. That was really neat. Next, seems like we got a lot of items here. Next, we have a comic book. Okay, and the comic is called Critical Botch. So it's not something that was botched. That's the name of the comic. And it looks like we have, comic representations of some of those people. Maybe that's Colt there, and Orange Cassidy, Leva Bates. I haven't read any of these comics. I probably should. Looks really cool. So that's that. And then last but not least here, we have our autograph. I always say if you go through the process of elimination, by the time you get to this point, you can figure out who that autograph is. But we've gone through so many items, I can't remember exactly who was on that list and who we might have, who we might not. So let's see here. Oh, Brian Myers, from the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. A nice thick autograph there, a big thick Sharpie. I've never seen one quite that thick. But there's Brian Myers. He was known as Kurt Hawkins in the WWE. But that's cool. And that's everything from this crate. So let's circle back around on the crate, and then we're going to look into those other items that I have. I've got it in my hand here. We have our Brian Myers autograph. We have our Critical Botch comic book. We have our Nasty Boys pins. It's two separate pins there. I mean, that might be the item of the month. That is pretty cool. I dropped my poem here. We have our Lanny Poffo poem. We have Lex Luger Micro Brawler. Our Brutus the Barber Beefcake Grooming Kit. I gotta say, that popped me. The grooming kit, that's pretty neat, And then we have our two t-shirts here. We have our The Genius Lanny Poffo, and we have our Bloody John Moxley shirt. So that's everything from the crate. I think it's a solid crate again. Yeah, I really like that. Lex Luger Micro Brawler and the Nasty Boys pins might be my favorite things. So now that we've done that, let's look at these other items that we have here from Pro Wrestling Tees. There is a little mystery involved with them. So this box here, I know should have 3 ECW Micro Brawlers. I've seen what they look like. This was a pre-order, so you ordered them a couple months ago, and then they had to be produced. So I didn't know when I was going to get them. It just happens I got them on the same day as my crate on my birthday, so that's pretty neat. But if you ordered all 3, there was a chance at a chase, and I do know the chase is Rob Van Dam. So let's see what we have with these 3. I can tell right away Rob Van Dam's on top, and I didn't get the chase version of him, which is fine. Maybe the non-chase is actually maybe cooler looking, I don't know, but there we got RVD. So the chase version, his singlet is a little more green, and his eyes are a little bloodshot, which is par for the course if you know Rob Van Dam. So we have that, and we got our 2 others in here. We have Sabu. Man, that is cool looking. We have a Sabu micro brawler. These are all ECW guys, Extreme Championship Wrestling. And the last one in here, we have Sandman. So, you know, he's got the can in his hand where he kind of hit his head. That's what he used to do. He's got a little bloody head. He's got his kendo stick there. He's even got a cigarette in his mouth. I mean, he used to come out to a song by Metallica, which ECW probably wasn't paying for. I'm sure they weren't paying for. But I mean, his whole gimmick was his entrance, and it was awesome. I got to see it in person a time or two. Now, really last but not least here, we have a bag. Now, there are 2 micro brawlers in here. I know, maybe it's a sickness. I've got all these packages coming in, these micro brawlers, but I enjoy it. They put up a sale where they had some like botched items. And usually when they put those up, they're selling them for less, and they sell out super quick. So I just happened to notice that they had them, and I bought 2 of them. It is possible that it's going to be a double. They both could be doubles of ones that I already have. In most cases, I think it's usually the package that had a problem. These don't come in on that same card because there was an issue with it. But it is possible that the micro brawler could have a problem with it as well. So, looking in here, I do have this person, but I don't have him in this configuration. It's kind of strange that I got 2 of the same, but I mean, it's cool with me. We got Macho Man wearing his classic pink garb there, and we have the same look. We have Macho Man wearing red and yellow, which is what he wore when he was like the Mega Powers with Hogan. So we got 2 more Machos there. There was a day where they released 6 of these in one day. I have 2 of them in other colors, but that's cool. So that's that. I got those micro brawlers. I already went through with the crate. Thank you for watching the video this month. I know I had a little extra add-on. I appreciate you watching. If you would subscribe, that would be great. Helps the algorithms, they say. And I'll be back here next month with another Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing. And then I think starting in October, we're going to have that AEW crate. So I'll have that one as well as the Pro Wrestling Crate, to unbox. Thanks again, and we'll see you next month. Peace.